Hello, good day from wherever you are watching us. Good day. My name is Chioma Odikolo. You're welcome to our class today. Just give me a few minutes, please. Yes, just a few minutes, bear with me. All right, you're welcome. So today we'll be talking about the role of parents in teaching goal setting to our children. So as parents, it's our duty, it's our responsibility to teach our children how to set their goals, because we are their first teachers, we are their first role models, we are their guardians. So it's our duty as parents to teach our children how to set goals. Now, goal setting is very important. It is very important for us as parents to teach our children how to set goals, because their goals will be like a guide, like a direction to whatever our children do. Now, it is important for us parents to equip our children with the skills they need on how to set their goals. It is important for us to guide them. It is important for us to teach our children how to go about goal setting, because if we don't teach them, they might not do it and they might not get to learn how to do it. Now, this topic is very important for us as parents, because goal setting equips our children with the skills they need to plan themselves, to plan their lives, to plan every important aspect of their life. It helps them to prioritize. When our children set goals, they are able to prioritize. Thank you, sir, for joining us. It also helps our children to persevere, because when they have a goal in front of them, they are able to persevere. They are able to, even if they go through any challenge, their eyes are fixed on the goal. Now, it also helps our children to build confidence and resilience for the future. When our children have their goals set in front of them, it helps them to build confidence and resilience for the future. So you can see why it is very important for us as parents to take these important aspects of the lives of our children seriously. Now, why is goal setting? Is it even important? Why do our children need to set goals? Why does it even matter? Why do they have to set goals? Now, what is the meaning of goal setting? Goal setting is like a guide. So it is very important for our children to set their goals, because they have a guide. They have a plan. It helps them with a plan on how to navigate every important area of their life. Now, goal setting is identifying what we or what our children want to achieve and helping them to create a plan to make it happen. So goal setting has to do with our children identifying what they want to achieve, and helping them with a plan on how to get to that point, helping them with a plan on how to achieve their goal. Now, why is it important? Goal setting is very important because it builds in discipline in children, even us as their parents. It helps us with focus and motivation. So when our children set their goals, it helps them to be disciplined, it helps them to be focused, and it helps to motivate them. Likewise, us as parents, when we set our goals, we are able to, thank you, sir, for joining us. Likewise, us as parents, when we set our goals, it helps us to be disciplined, it helps us to be focused, and it helps us to be motivated. Now, as parents, we play a very critical role in helping our children set goals, because we are the first teachers of our children. So as a parent listening to me, you're the first teacher of your child, you're the first role model of your child. So it's your duty and your responsibility to teach your child how to set their goals. And also, our children learn by observing us, their parents. They learn by observing our habits. They learn by observing our attitude towards success and challenge. So as a parent, if you have a goal, if you have a plan on what you want to achieve, it's very easy for our children to see it, pick it up, and start to run with it, and start to, implement their goals. And, it's very easy for them to see us, their parents, and start to, set their goals like their parents. So it is important for us to understand that our children are observing us. They observe everything we do. So we need to take this duty seriously. Now, goal setting is very important because it even have long-term effects on our children. One of the long-term effects is that goal setting helps to build in accountability and responsibility. Now, when our children have their goals set in front of them, it helps them to be responsible because they know their eyes are fixed on the goal. They know their eyes are fixed on a particular plan. So it helps them to, it helps them to be responsible with their choices, with their decisions, with what they do. It also helps them to be accountable. When they have their goals set in front of them, they are more accountable. They are accountable and responsible with what they do with their time, with what they do, with the way they make choices, their decisions. So goal setting is very important to us parents and also to our children. Now, goal setting also helps to develop perseverance even in the face of obstacles. So when we face obstacles or when we face challenges, when you have a goal in front of you, it is very easy for you to, to be resilient because your eyes are still fixed on this goal. So goal setting helps us as parents and our children to persevere even in the face of difficult circumstances, because somewhere in our mind, we just know that, okay, it's not going to last for long. Let me see how I can persevere through this challenge. Let me see how I can navigate through this challenge because my eyes are fixed on a particular goal. Another long-term benefit of goal setting is that goal setting instills self-discipline and a sense of purpose. Now, goal setting helps us as parents to be disciplined. Goal setting helps our children to be disciplined. It also creates a sense of purpose because, when you have a goal, it's like you have something you're working towards. It's like you have something you're pursuing. So it creates a sense of purpose. It creates a sense of fulfillment in us. So it's very important for us as parents to teach our children how to set goals because it has short-term and long-term benefits on our children. Now, when we as parents want to teach our children how to set goals, we have to come down to the level of our children. So we have to teach goals that are age appropriate for our children. For example, if you have young children between 4 to 7 years old, just teach them simple things. Make the goals to be simple. Your explanation should be simple. You could teach them simple goals like, okay, learn to tidy up your room, learn to pick up after yourself after eating, learn to wash your dishes, learn to pack up your lunchbox, just those simple goals. Just make it simple. So you have to come down to the age of your child and make it simple for the child to understand. Now, if you have older children, let's say children between the age of 8 to 12, you can create a bigger goal, like for them learning how to save, maybe learning how to save a part of their allowance so they can buy something. Probably they can buy a book, or they can buy a toy, or they can buy something that is of importance to them. So as your child progresses in age, the goal you teach your child to set, it gets bigger. So just make it age appropriate, make it understandable, make it simple for your child. Then if you have teenagers, the goal could be complex this time around. You could set goals, you could teach your children to set goals like, okay, improving their reading time, improving their study time. As teenagers, their goals become a bit complex than when they were toddlers or babies. So the most important thing we have to understand as parents is that we need to teach our children how to set goals, and we need to come down to the level of our children. So make the goals simple based on the age of your child. And as parents, we need to teach our children to set SMART goals. So what is the meaning of SMART goals? Our goals must be specific. The goal of your child must be specific. Your child should be specific on what he or she wants to achieve. It must be measurable. Can this goal be measurable? Can you measure this goal? Can you measure the progress of this goal? This goal must be achievable. It shouldn't be something that should be so big that this child can't achieve it. But we must teach our children that their goals should be achievable. We must also teach our children to set relevant goals that are relevant to them, that are relevant to the things they like, goals that are relevant to their values. We must teach our children to set goals that have time bound, goals that are time bound, goals that have within a frame of time that it can be achieved. So it is very important for us as parents to teach our children all this because it has long-term effects, long-term benefits on our children. So there are different goals we can teach our children. We can teach our children to set goals based on their academics, based on their health, based on their relationship with God. There are different goals we can teach our children how to set. The most important thing is that what matters to you as a parent. What are those things that are of value to you? What are your values? Then you begin to teach your child how to set goals that relate, that relate with your value as a person, as a parent, and as a family. Now, we must learn as parents to teach our children how to break big goals into smaller steps. So when you have a very big goal, you teach your child how to break this big goal into smaller steps. For example, if your child wants to improve in his or her studies, maybe mathematics or English or any subject, this can be the big goal. So you teach your child, okay, we're going to break down this goal. Every day we're going to study this particular subject, maybe mathematics, for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's a way of breaking down this big goal into smaller steps. So it's very important for us as parents to also and continue to encourage our children, to be persistent, to persevere. Even when they don't achieve their goal, they should get up, continue, and just keep their eyes fixed on the goal. So as parents, we should always learn to celebrate the progress of our children. Let's not always be fixed and wait for the end result. Rather, we should always look at the progress, the baby steps, the effort our children are putting in. And we must always teach our children the power of gratitude. They should be grateful for their goal. They should be grateful for the efforts they've put in to achieve their goal. They should be grateful for the progress they've made. It shouldn't just be about the end result. No, we must teach our children to also be grateful on the process, the progress on their journey. We must also teach our children and also help our children to avoid overwhelm. We should focus on one goal per time. Teach your child to focus on one goal per time. So focus on one thing, get that thing done, and you can move over to another activity instead of focusing on so many goals at the same time and not getting anyone done. So we must teach our children to focus on one goal per time. And as parents, we should be flexible. We should extend grace to ourselves, extend grace to your child, and teach your child to extend grace to him or herself. So when they don't achieve their goal, they should get up, dust themselves, sit down and ask themselves questions. What were the things I missed? Why didn't I achieve my goal? What can I do better next time? When they pick up their lessons, they go for it again and they strive towards meeting their goals. So we must teach our children to extend grace. We should be compassionate with ourselves. We should teach our children to also be compassionate to themselves. So in conclusion, it is our duty as parents to teach our children how to set goals. And we as parents, we are uniquely positioned to guide our children in dreaming big. So it's our duty and our responsibility to teach our children to dream big, to dream without a box, to just dream and dream big without any box, without any limitation. It is our duty to teach our children that. It is our duty to teach our children to set meaningful goals. We need to teach our children to set meaningful goals. And also, it's our duty to teach our children to persevere. Even when they don't reach their goal, when they don't achieve their goal, they should get up, dust themselves, and continue. Now, teaching goal setting is not all about achieving success. It's not all about the end result. It's not all about what is the outcome. It's about instilling values in our children. So goal setting is also a way of instilling value in your child. It's about instilling discipline, because when you have a goal, you need to be disciplined to achieve that goal. And it's about instilling the belief, your belief in God in your children. It's also about teaching your child the process of the journey. It's about teaching your child the progress. It's about teaching your child efforts. It's about, teaching your child the way toward the journey, not just the destination. So it's very important for us as parents to take goal setting for ourselves and to teach our children seriously, because it helps to shape them. It helps them to be better adults. It helps them to contribute better in the society. It even have positive effect, long-term and short-term effect and benefits on our children. So I leave us with these words. As parents, let us go back home. As you're setting your goal as a parent, also teach your child. Bring your child in, sit your child down and teach your child how to set goals for themselves. Just start with baby steps. Start with the age of your child. Let it be age appropriate. Don't overwhelm the child. Just give the child and teach the child something the child can understand. It can be as simple as learning to pick up your toys. It can be as simple as learning to wash your dishes. It can be as simple as learning to do your assignments yourself. Don't overwhelm your child. Just start from the level of your child. So thank you very much for listening to me today. I believe you've got value for your time. I really do appreciate your time, and I do not take your time for granted. Thank you very much. Till I come your way next time, do have a great day. See you later and bye.